All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back. This is episode 14, I believe we just established, of Face-to-Face Gaming Podcast. Recording this on Monday the 13th to go live for your viewing pleasure on Friday the 17th. And joining us today, we have
Thompson.
Lyndon.
Who you might remember from way back when in episode 2.
Yeah. 2.
I think I've been in here once since.
Maybe.
Nope.
I've been somewhere.
Nope, I wasn't here.
You did a trial run, didn't you?
I've done,
You've done several trial runs.
Yeah.
But you've never done a podcast since then.
For our longtime viewers, you should recognize them. And of course, I am your dutiful computer host, Alex.
Woo.
And we are here to talk about video games.
That we are.
Yeah. Who wants to start? Lyndon.
What you been
You're
playing?
the guest, effectively.
Effectively, yes. Mostly League of Legends, the usual, from the stream.
Yes, actually, that's a place you might recognize him from.
Yeah. He streams lots.
A lot, yes.
Yeah.
Where?
Every Tuesday.
8 hours yesterday. It was awesome.
And Flamefire XXX on Twitch.
Yes.
That guy. Yeah.
I've been streaming a lot, having a lot of pentakills there. It's fun. I don't really know what else to say about that one. League has always been League. New season starts in about, tomorrow, I believe.
So 3 days ago.
Yes,
when
3
you
days
see
ago.
this.
The
Yeah,
14th.
Yeah.
The 14th, yes. So we'll be doing a lot more ranked play, I think, this season to try and actually build up a ranking other than just kind of playing randomly and failing utterly.
Yeah. So you guys are actually going to go for some sort of thing?
Try and get into silver and then gold rather than just like sitting in bronze and never really playing.
Fair enough. So it'll actually be,
Entertaining, yeah.
5-man? You got a 5-man or?
Yeah, we got a 5-man.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a good team too. Just, I don't know, it's nice having a full morale raising team.
Okay, you kind of saved it there because that almost wasn't English.
That's fine. I'm not good at English.
It's
Never
also
have been.
late.
Yes, it's also late, and I'm kind of between coffee and sleeping.
We all have some delicious Tim Hortons
Yes,
coffee.
episode 14, brought to you by Tim Hortons.
Thank you. Always
I
fresh.
I finished mine. Mm-hmm. Other than that, Final Fantasy, think I'm almost done playing.
Which
Final
one?
Fantasy 14, Realm Reborn. Yeah, I guess that's a little relevant, hey?
Yeah, there's kind of a lot.
Yeah, well, just a couple, right? 1, 2, 3, 14,
I think so.
15, 16.
Give or take.
Closer to 20.
Yeah, with all
actually,
the-
probably closer to 25, considering you take into account all the handhelds and all the non-numbered iterations.
Yeah,
like
there's
that Crystal one.
And the Crystal Chronicles, Tactics A2,
X2.
all the re-releases.
13, 13-2.
The 7-2.
Is there 7-2?
No.
No, wasn't there?
They've not touched, the last time they touched anything in the 7,
It was for a movie, wasn't it?
well, technically, yes, I guess, Advent Children is canonical, and it is within that universe, but there was 7, Dirge of Cerberus, and then the PSP game where you played as Zack, whose name I can't remember.
You mean Zach? You
no,
just said Zach.
You know, the actual title of the game.
Oh, I see.
It was good, actually. You got to see a lot of really bitchin' FMV sword fights.
See, that's the thing. The last Final Fantasy game that I played and actually liked was the Crystal Chronicles. So, yeah.
Yeah, everyone hates me because I didn't start playing Final Fantasy until 13.
Jesus.
Yeah, I did it wrong. So very wrong.
Well, you missed a couple of highlights. I mean, 6 and 7 are considered to be kind of pinnacles, and so is Tactics. I mean, if you're into turn-based RPGs.
Absolutely, yeah. I've actually started Final Fantasy 7 like 3 times. And just
Can't do it.
I don't have anywhere to play it. Started on my buddy's
It
PlayStation.
just came out on Steam not too long ago.
I hear it's crap. But
I think it's a different.
Really?
I think it's not
audio.
It's not the
audio,
exact
it's,
version
like,
either.
compressed.
Considering it's fucking meaty to begin with.
Yeah, I know, but I don't know. Maybe it's just
MIDI
people's
and everyone.
nostalgic feelings about it.
I love the original soundtrack. I actually, if you're really interested, I do have the 4-disc CD version for the PC that they released in early 2000s.
Nice.
I can probably dig that out of a box somewhere. I think it still works. I think. I have no idea if it works on a modern operating system, but
Back when we used CDs to play games.
Yeah.
How barbaric.
Do you need Windows 98?
it might. Oh, it'd have to be after 98, considering that came out in 97, 99? I don't remember when the fuck the original...
That might be 95.
No, it was after that. I'm talking about that CD release.
Yeah, of course,
specifically.
of course.
Might have been 2000. I don't know.
regardless, doesn't matter.
I'm
Really doesn't.
spiral back from tangent, but yeah, I'm almost done 14.
Okay, excellent. That would, for those who don't know, that would be the MMO, of
Yes,
course.
the MMO. When I say
The
done,
other.
I mean probably about to lose interest. I got some of my endgame gear, and the dungeons, like the story has actually been... I've never been one to play MMOs, but it's really held me better than the Old Republic did, which I loved. And that's a whole other can of worms.
I really enjoyed the Old Republic for about 3 weeks and then never went back.
I got to level 50, and I got to level 50 again. And like the story, I loved it. And other than that, there was no endgame content for me that I...
No, there was no end game period.
No.
Not when it first came out, at least.
No. And then...
Did you play it solo?
Till level 38, I played my main, and then my buddy stopped playing, so I took an alt from 0 to 50, and then I took my main from 38 to 50, and then like, well, done with this crap.
I'm done. I'm out.
And then they came up with their patch, and it was E8 all over, and
Well, it was kind of EA to begin with in some ways.
yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, other than that, the Swapper.
Yeah.
The Swapper was awesome.
Oh, 98 Final Fantasy was ported to Windows-based PCs.
Ah,
It originally came out in some period of time that I can't find on this wiki page.
Yeah, whatever.
Somebody vamp. Oh, for the love of God, somebody vamp.
Anyway, talk about the Swapper.
Yes, the Swapper. Awesome puzzle game.
Yes, it is.
As an avid fan of Portal 1 and 2.
Oh, 97.
There you go.
Thank you, Internet. You
Anyway.
redeemed yourself.
Anyway.
Yeah, no, it's actually makes you think really good, and
Yeah, it
it's
does.
hard to do in a puzzle game nowadays. I mean, Portal was really the
Well, Portal is currently... I like to think Portal effectively kind of reintroduced the wider gaming public to puzzle games, but they've never gone away entirely.
Yeah, but it's always been a niche thing.
but like
More so, yeah.
Like it's just Portal was another dynamic. It's something it's a puzzle that nobody really tried yet, and I think the Swapper's kind of like that.
Oh, yeah, in particular because the tech wasn't there yet.
Yeah.
It just couldn't zoom around the map like that. I don't know. Whatever. There are arguments to be made.
I mean, I'm thinking back to like Unreal Tournament. You were going pretty fucking fast in those.
Yeah, but I mean, you're not like looking into a portal and be like, ooh.
I like Portal
I
1.
don't
There was a
It's a stretch.
there was a graphics option to actually down how many portals you could look through.
Yeah,
So you could
instead
set
of
it down
infinite.
to you could set it to 2, so you could just see portal done.
Yeah.
Yeah. But either way, it was very cool.
Yes.
And the Swapper was... Yeah, it was a fun game.
Yeah, and like
enjoyed it.
they did the story. I didn't. I'll say that I didn't really pay a whole lot of attention to the story. I was just like, well, zoom to these, do the puzzle. Zoom to these, do the puzzle. And I really got stuck quite a few times.
Yeah.
Yeah. There were some of those later ones that were just...
So hard. Like
Yeah.
it took death after death after death just to try and figure out how you do it.
We can't go into too much detail, but what do you think about the ending?
The ending.
Yeah, the choice, as it
Choice.
were. Did
Really
you go left or right?
It's a morality choice. I went down.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
sorry.
Down
Yeah.
or right, I think.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes. Yeah.
Yes.
I went down as well.
Yeah.
Well, aren't you good people?
You went right.
I'm not going to say.
You went right. You totally went right. As he drinks and just shuts up. Whatever, that's fine. You know what? That was a hard choice because both choices,
They were good choices.
neither of them were good. I mean, story they were great, but I mean, like, what do you do? I don't like that. That was just it was a tough choice to make.
Yeah. Well, it's like, well, somebody else is going to bump into this someday.
Yeah,
Maybe.
maybe.
So is the real.
Yeah, eventually. I don't know. I kind of almost want to do spoiler casts all the time just because it makes life a lot easier to talk about games, but I guess it's not really fair to the 3 people who listen to this.
You're welcome.
Yes. But regardless, yeah, it's a good game. You should play it, and it's pretty cheap.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
it will be on sale multiple times throughout the year.
I think it was. I don't.
It's
remember
not that
what it
expensive
was.
to begin
I think it
with.
was like
Yeah.
$5, maybe $5 when I bought it.
Yeah, I think it's 10 or 15. I can't remember. I said it in the review. I wrote a review. You should read it. I think I said that last time. But anyway.
Moving on. Zombies. Contagion.
Oh, right.
I think it's. Is it Source Engine?
I think so. I don't really know too much about that
Wait.
game.
Oh, wait, no. Is that the FPS? Wait, no, never mind. I'm thinking about something else.
It is a first-person shooter, but they've done zombies a little bit differently as opposed to where you're just randomly running around killing a bunch of mindless zombies. It's a little bit more strategically done. And say like in the story, you've got your handheld PDA and you have to go complete objectives.
Right. Yeah, I got that. I bought that in the alpha when it was on sale, and it was too much of an alpha for me, so I uninstalled and figured I'd go back in a couple months.
Fair enough.
I think it still feels like it needs some polish.
Yeah, and it definitely is Source Engine.
Yeah, it does need polish, but it's got kind of a good idea that nobody's really touched, considering that the zombie genre has just blown up.
It's being oversaturated, some might say.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would say so, for sure.
Yep.
Anyway, explain the game to our viewers.
Wow. The people. The two modes that I played with my buddies, and they were, the one was kind of a run around and kill each other mode. So each person was a survivor, and there would be zombies, crawlers, or whatever they were, walking around, and you were trying to kill each other, as well as stay alive from zombies. And when you died, you became a zombie. So it got really tough. If there was 8 people in the game, 6 of them were player zombies, and there was 2 guys left alive, it got pretty freaky.
So are all the zombies players?
No.
Oh,
And
so there's AI in zombies.
There is AI zombies. That said, they were pretty dumb.
Yeah.
Okay.
They were like, there was one zombie just standing in a barrel of some sort, just kind of walking mindlessly into it. Which
Well,
I guess could
as
be.
zombies do.
I guess could be, but
That begs the question whether or not that's poor AI or just
Yeah.
excellent zombie.
Yeah, exactly.
maybe they saw that, like, is that a bug? Nah, fuck it.
Probably. And the other mode?
The other mode I played was that co-op one. So you and a bunch of guys, you have to work your way out of this building or out of this structure or complete some objective, and you have to keep moving on. And it really is just objective based and co-op, and you actually have to manage your resources. You can't just rapid fire off.
So you've got limited bullets.
Limited bullets. If you flying at you.
You're gonna have to repeat that because one of these days I'll remember that my calendar reminders ping on this thing, and I just got a massive friggin' spike in sound. So,
Which part?
Zombies.
Yeah, go back to managing your resources.
Yes. So, Contagion. The objective mode is about actually going through the game and, with your teammates and completing objectives. You have to effectively manage your resources. You only have so many bullets.
Right.
If you fire off a bullet into nowhere when you don't need to, you may attract the horde, or you may have to, if you don't properly farm up guns, you won't have enough guns to survive a horde.
Okay. So it's very careful item management and
Yeah, you need
sneaking.
to go, if you don't go look through every nook and cranny for guns and ammo and stuff, you're probably going to find yourself out of luck.
Yeah, it's not the Left 4 Dead model where you've will be hard pressed to run out of ammo if you're playing on the lower difficulties.
Yeah,
Right.
and I think that's most zombie games nowadays.
No. Well, look at Daisy. I mean,
Well, Daisy's not really a zombie game.
no, it's not. But I mean, just for example, as far as weapons and items, and
Yeah,
bullets
you
and
do have
stuff,
to be careful with what you're doing.
if you don't have anything, you got a bat, if you're lucky,
And no pants.
and no pants.
No pants.
No pants.
But who needs pants?
No one needs pants.
No. Just looks funnier.
Absolutely.
Anyway,
Is that it?
I think that's it for all I've been playing.
how about you?
Let's see. I've been playing space-based DF9.
Yeah, the Telltale.
No,
Not Telltale.
Double Fine.
Double Fine. Sorry, that other. Yeah.
The other company. And it's for those of you who don't know, it's a resource management building simulator where you build a space station and try to live in space. And it's very similar to RimWorld in design and gameplay. Or, I mean, you could say that in relation to Dwarf Fortress or any number of games that are similar to that. But it's still pretty early. It's got a lot to go. I think it'll be good one day. It's interesting right now. The graphics are cool. The lights, like the way everything looks is cool. It has a lot of promise in it. But the underlying systems aren't quite in place.
There's not enough of them. Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
So And there's not enough like events to do things and stuff like that.
Nor is there really enough incentive to actually go to said events, considering the likelihood of something going wrong versus something going right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't know. There's a lot to it that remains to be seen. Like I said, it's early. It's only been on green light? Early access.
It's early access.
Sorry. It's only been on early access for about 3 months now, so it's got time to mature. I think one day, but not right now. So
Yeah, I'm increasingly steering clear of early access games for the simple fact that even if it is eventually a good game, the initial impression is so important that I'd rather not kind of poison that well.
absolutely.
And you'll never want to go back to it because of that first initial.
Or even if it is good, you might have it's almost worse if it's good because you will play it so much
Yeah.
that
When the game comes out, you're done.
You've already had your fill, as it were.
Absolutely.
That's one of the reasons I stopped playing Nuclear Throne, a game I absolutely adore, even though they've added probably doubled or tripled the amount of content in that game after the initial early access release. It's not something I want to go back to until it's done.
Yeah. I actually had a similar situation, but inverse of opinion when it came to Battlefield 3. When the beta came out of that, like, I was super pumped. I was like, oh my god, Battlefield 3, they're going to make a new Battlefield. I'm so excited. I haven't played since 2142. It's going to be amazing. And then I played the beta, and it was absolutely fucking terrible. And I can't play the game anymore. I mean, obviously, this was a while ago. But, I mean, one of our project managers at work, he'd been trying to get me to get the game for a long time. And I was just like, no, I can't go to this game. This game is absolutely fucking ruined for me.
It's too bad. Battlefield 3 was actually pretty good. Again, as all Battlefield games, and most notably 4, it had a fairly rocky release.
Yes.
Because Battlefield games release broken. This is just the fact.
Apparently.
Just don't buy them right away.
Yeah, no, wait, a month, 2 months. They will hopefully have, ironed out the worst of the details.
Yeah.
But no, I had a lot of fun with Battlefield 3. I put a couple, 100, 120 hours into that.
Cool.
God, I wish.
Whatever.
Too bad at shooters anymore. I haven't played it in like years now.
Oh, well, I'm bad at LOL.
Yeah, me too. You can come watch us on the stream. On occasion, anyway. And let's see, what else have I been playing? There's Legend of Dungeon. We did a trial run on that the other day.
I played that at PAX.
Yeah.
PAX Prime, I should say, back last year.
I'm not playing it too much because I like to play it with a group of people because that's when it's most fun.
Yeah.
Because the game is really all about items. All the cool items that you can find.
Cat hat.
Cat hat, the Turbo Shatner 2000, those cool goggle things that Brennan got.
Yeah.
But, yeah, on single player mode, it's kind of hacky slashy. It doesn't have too much going for it, but with friends, it's a lot of fun. So.
Is it permadeath on single player?
Oh, yeah.
Yep, it is a rogue like
Light. It's self-described as a light. Yeah. But when you
fuck that genre.
Yep, exactly.
I love that genre, but fuck that genre.
Absolutely. I totally agree with you. But yeah, that game, it's best played with friends because you can come back.
Yeah, I think that's fun. And
Yeah.
like you're still going to be dead for a while, so you still don't want to do anything stupid.
Yeah.
But that's once you can still keep going.
Yeah, exactly. So, the risk is down. I mean, not that it's terribly hard from the start. I mean, when I was playing by myself, I cleared out the first 5 floors without any problem whatsoever.
As long as you don't attack anybody in the tavern.
Yes, do not attack anyone in the tavern. You will die. That is absolutely evident in the start of our trial run when Brennan dies immediately. But either way. So, I don't know. I'll probably play that with more eventually, like I said, with friends, but I don't know. It's something I'll probably just poke at.
I don't know. There's increasingly, I don't know about you guys, but I have found an increased interest in playing local co-op or co-op
Yes.
games in general.
Extremely.
Yeah.
Well, it's everything went away from local co-op, right?
It all went online, yeah. I mean,
it's so fun.
that was kind of the...
Well, that's the genesis.
That was one of the biggest, paradigm shifts of the last console generation, which in turn kind of bled over into the PC, is that the internet got to a point where you could do online multiplayer, reliably and effectively. And
and the systems were put in place and it worked, but then they cut all the local stuff.
It shifted very far away from like the previous couple generations where it was all split screen.
Which sucked because they did that right when I was starting to drink.
Yep. And there's so many good drinking games.
So many good drinking games. Burnout Party is actually one of my favorites.
I could only imagine.
Players 1 to 8. Whoever gets first drinks 1. Whoever gets 8th.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, man. That's rough.
That seems like a downward spiral for whoever places last.
We played in college. Some people were really bad at games, and man, was that funny.
You'd almost have to do that inversely.
Yeah, I'd almost use that as a handicap method.
Yeah, exactly. Like, you're in the lead, drink 8. You're going down.
Oh, I'm not that nice.
I know you're not.
I'm not near that nice.
No.
If I'm in first and thirsty, I'll keep going, but... If you get 8th, expect to drink 8. I'm a jerk, and I'm okay with it.
That's just mean. I like it. Don't get me wrong, I approve, but that's just mean.
Yep.
Yeah. And I'll have to admit that my final game is CounterStrike Global Offensive.
There's nothing wrong with that. That's a hell of a good game.
I can't remember when I bought it. I think it was in the...
Dude, everybody's bought that at least once.
Well, that's the thing. I only just got it in the Black Friday sale.
Really?
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. The last the Call of Duty, the last Counter-Strike that I played was in Source in 2005.
Lordy.
Yeah, like I played it for a LAN party. Not even like a section of time. It was a LAN party once.
Played it for a night.
Yeah, exactly. And I played the shit out of it that night, but then I just hadn't touched it for so long. And then I was looking at the gun skins. I'm like, that's really cool. I like that. I think I want to try that. And then I tried it. I'm like, I really fucking suck at this game.
Yeah.
I'm going to live stream it. So I live stream it. And then I was like, oh, I've got a gun skin. That's really cool. More. I started tweaking and now I'm addicted.
My God, why? You shouldn't play Dota then.
No.
Yeah, no, I was going to say, League skins?
Yeah.
Oh my God, the money.
I have one League skin. And that is Cottontail Timo. And that's the only one.
I've got dozens and I haven't played that game.
I've actually considered putting riot points into you so you can change your name in-game from 8080 to 80306 because it bothers me.
Or ADP Thompson or one of my standard names.
Yes, the lack of standardization is just...
Yeah, that's the biggest problem is that I've got a couple different handles across multiple platforms or multiple gaming systems at this point, and eventually you fall out of favor with some of them. You dislike them, and having to update legacy names is a massive pain in the dick if you have any interest in.
Oh yeah,
especially if it's something like League where you have to pay for it.
Yeah,
$13.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Ugh.
Oh, that reminds me. They just sent me an email saying my account has been inactive for such a long period of time that if I don't log in, they're going to release my summoner name. I don't really care.
I wouldn't.
No.
Well, I would, but...
all I have to do is log in.
Yeah.
But still, meh.
Yeah. Well, are they just releasing your summoner name?
Yeah.
Like, you still get...
Yeah, my account's still active.
Okay,
yeah,
good.
but you just have to pick a new name
Yeah.
if yours gets taken.
Just type in butts until you
Because
can't type
that's
anymore.
not taken.
Oh, I'm sure it isn't.
There will be a number of butts that haven't been taken, hopefully.
Somewhere between 0 and infinite butts is a butt for me.
Yes. It's probably in the range of butts to 10 to the 23.
I'm guessing somewhere. There's multiple butts that would be required.
Absolutely. But, so yeah, I don't
Anyway,
really...
yeah, Counter-Strike. You didn't really talk about it.
Oh, yeah. I just
somehow got onto butts.
The thing is, I like the gun skins, and that's what got me. Because
What game modes are you playing?
mainly Diffuse.
So you're playing classic Counter-Strike.
I'm playing Classic. Well, I'm focused on Classic first, because, that's what Mike and TJ got me into.
Yep.
Then I started getting into Arms Race, because Arms Race is just insane fun.
Bonkers!
Yep. And then, what was the other one that I was getting into? Demolition. Like, I started playing Demolition quite a bit, and I actually really enjoy that game type. It just doesn't pay off as much. No. Because I need that itch. I need skins and guns and whatever.
Shut up and take my money.
Exactly. But, yeah, I don't know which mode I like most, but I'm thinking Demolition. Where, you just rush one point, and it's... And, having the guns go up So you start with your basic rifle and then next, and see where you end up at the end. The only thing I don't like about that is the fact that when you switch rounds, like when you switch teams, your guns don't carry over. So you end up back at the start. So unless you were like insanely good because you get it from kills, like then you don't get any of like the insane sniper rifles or anything like that. And that's the one thing I don't like about it, because I like my Scar. I'm a big fan of my Scar. So I don't know. On the whole, I like it. I mean, it's a fine-tuned system. I mean, it's been around for 10 goddamn years.
Well, they've got to be doing something.
Got to be
right.
longer than that. I mean,
2003?
The original CounterStrike?
Yeah.
Really? I thought the Source was older than that.
No,
Source was
not
like
Source, not like the one before.
like 1.6 was definitely the last iteration of the mod.
yeah,
The
original.
last classic iteration of the mod.
pretty
But
sure.
I'm pretty sure.
Internet.
Googling.
I got it.
No, I'm going to beat you.
It's possible. This thing's slow as shit.
Do
do,
do
yeah.
do do do.
Do your thing. Do your thing. CounterStrike, Wikipedia. Quickly, faster. I'm almost got it. I'm almost there. I'm loading the page. Oh my god, it came out in
I gotta say, like
1999.
Yeah.
Well, actually, that's not even the mod. It's the first one that was bought by Valve.
Yeah, because the original was a Half-Life 1 mod.
Yeah, it was. So, yeah, it'd be like really.
If I had to guess, 97?
Probably.
96 even?
All right, so a lot of years. It's been around for a long time. That solved nothing.
The tangent that this has gone on.
I love it. I'm a big fan. Anyway, so
Yeah, bought in 2000.
yeah. So the system's been in place for a long time. They've really had a lot, they refined it and they made it as it is today. And some would argue it's better or worse for whatever reason. I mean, purists, I'm sure. But
People still play 1.6.
it's shocking. But whatever.
Beta 1, June 19, 1999.
Wow. Okay. So that's,
Version 1.6, September 9th, 2003.
huh. Oh, that's probably where I got that from then. Anyway, whatever. The point is, everyone's got their favorites, but as someone who came in late, like, Global Offensive is a lot of fun. I mean, it's, sure, like I said, some purists would say it's not the same. It's not Counter-Strike for whatever reason, but I don't know. It's fun. It's quick. It's got the same feel.
I would argue that franchise, well, franchise isn't rightly the right word, but that game is the closest, the arc of those releases is probably the best example of the final release, the final thus far release being Global Offensive, being the most similar to the original, the original,
Game.
Originator, the 1.6, the literal mechanical and gameplay, like the framework upon which it's built is borderline identical to the original mod, down to like reload animation, speed, even bloody sound effects. The AK in Global Offensive is still the same bloody AK noise from 1.6.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And it's the only things are balance tweaks. Like weapons are stronger, faster, reload faster, whatever. Like that's it.
Yep. No, it is.
It looks prettier.
Yeah, and of course
Really.
the visuals
skins.
have improved.
And skins, so many gun skins.
Oh.
I know.
Of all the possible skins out of all the possible games, I consider the gun skins in that to be one of the most asinine, I guess, considering nobody else ever fucking sees them, basically.
Disagree.
Relative to, say, I don't know, League of Legends or Dota skins or...
Okay.
Like before the game, while you're loading, you see everyone's skin. It's like, this looks cool, that looks cool together. They both
you
have
will
that
never
skin.
see them in game.
Well, you do, but
well, you
briefly.
do, but it's like you're not really paying attention to their skin. You're more just trying to kill them.
Yeah. But I mean, it's, running around the map and like kill a guy, you run through
let
like,
me put
that
it
looks
this way.
cool.
They literally had to put in a button in order to
Look at the gun.
to present the gun in front of the player.
That's my favorite part. You press F and it's like, ooh, look at
Let me
this.
admire
It's
you.
shiny.
Yeah.
Actually, that's one of my favorite things because with the, with all the rifles, it's, you're holding the rifle and like, oh, okay, cool. But with the dual Berettas, it's like, yeah. Like,
Straight up John Woo.
Oh, totally. That is probably, well, I don't know with the scar, maybe my favorite thing. When we were playing on the live stream, TJ won Contractor dual Berettas. I was like, I want those right now. Gimme. And I traded for like a Nova. So I don't know. I don't like the Nova. It's just a hunting shotgun.
It's not my favorite shotgun.
No. But anyway, whatever. Doesn't matter. It's got me hooked.
Okay, that's good.
And I find myself going to it more often than not. Which
It's a really good game if you've only got 20 minutes. Or if you've got 5 hours.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It works for both. It's like if I want to put 20 minutes into a game and then go
one
do
round,
dishes.
go do it.
Yeah. Well, fuck, not even. I mean, you could probably do like 3. So that's what I like about that game. It's quick, fast, quick, fun, and I know I said quick twice, but whatever. It's that quick. It's super quick. So what have you been playing?
As I guess some people might know, I just recently got back from a little vacation. Among other things, I ended up out in Vancouver visiting Maya Kramer, who you probably have seen at some point on this website.
If you watch any of her, any of her odd-numbered podcasts, you probably have even.
If you've watched, any 3 of our even number podcasts, you've seen her at least once.
4, 6, 8, or 10.
Yeah. And
even.
Yeah. And we played a shit ton of video games, among other things. I also got a new pair of boots. Lovely boots.
They're really nice boots.
And I hauled my Wii U, 1,600 kilometers all the way out there.
As you do.
As I do. And we spent a lot of time on that thing. A lot of Rayman Legends, which led back into Rayman Origins, because they're both on that disc, because they're Ubisoft. It's
really?
fucking awesome. Yeah.
No way!
I'm not sure if the entirety of Origins on there, but definitely like the highlights of it are. There was, I don't know, at least 2 or 3 dozen levels, I'm guessing, of Origins. I'm not sure how many were originally in there. I got it on Steam. I should actually go back to that.
Never finished, actually.
Yeah, well, it's a big game.
It is.
My God, it's a pretty game.
Okay, I barely started.
Okay.
That's a better way to put it.
You and the wife should play it. That's a really good co-op game.
It's very cool. I actually couldn't get it working very well with controllers with more than one person.
Really?
I don't know if it was my adapter or the controllers or my computer just freaking out for whatever reason, but I don't know. I had problems.
Oh, well, that's unfortunate, because it's a really fun game.
And it's so pretty.
It is so pretty. God damn, those games look good.
They're bright.
God damn, those games sound good.
They're bright, they're vivid, they're happy. The lums.
Rayman still doesn't have any goddamn arms.
Nope. Why would you need them?
Who needs arms? Seriously? Can you just...
But then you can have your tattoo.
Oh, right. Take the other one.
Okay, good.
Well, you're right-handed. It's probably for the best anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He needs it for things.
My girlfriend.
Oh. Ouch.
I had to.
Well, let's be honest. That's what we're all thinking.
He's single. Anyway.
Ladies.
Oh, God. Quick, take us anywhere.
Rayman. We played a lot of single player. We played a lot of 2-player. We played a lot of 3-player. That game is really goddamn fun. Mm-hmm. Legends is often purported to be kind of Origins with a slightly new skin.
Okay.
But it isn't considered to be kind of a massive leap forward from Origins. That being said, Legends is still really goddamn good. Origins is still really goddamn good. So it isn't really a problem per se. Mm-hmm. And I will say that the gamepad integration for the Wii U is bloody marvelous.
Really?
That's actually what I was going... First thing I was going to ask, because I have not played one game on a Wii U yet.
Really?
And...
Well, that's surprising.
Neither have I.
I don't know how modern games are going to interact with it, so I want to hear how...
In this case, it was a game specifically designed for it. I mean, it was originally, I believe, designed for the Wii U, but then delayed in order for them to port it to basically every other bloody system in the world.
Oh, okay.
But it is definitely at its best on the Wii U. That's most evident in the use of Murphy, which is basically a Wii U only character, a Wii gamepad only character that utilizes the touchscreen in order to kind of manipulate and aid any other players in the game. So if there's 2 people playing, for instance, one person has the gamepad player 1 has the gamepad. That's just the way the game works.
Yes.
Player 2, in this case, I bought a couple of Wii U Pro controllers, Pro Classic controllers. I don't know, the actual Wii gamepads rather than the nunchucks or anything else, which are actually really good.
They look good.
Yeah, and they feel good. They handle nicely. There's good button. Anyway, good gamepads. I highly recommend them for just about anything that supports them, quite frankly. I use them in a couple different games. Anyway, the second player has, for instance, that. And on certain levels, not every level, but probably 2/3 of the levels, what you can do is the player by default, there's two of the regular characters like Murphy and
Rayman.
Or not, sorry, Rayman and I don't know, somebody else like
Whatever. Doesn't matter.
Aurora or Viking Lady,
Blue Box,
yeah.
And
those guys are you two run through the level simultaneously, just doing your regular platforming, jumping, collecting lumps, punching people, falling to your doom. Yeah,
popping.
Platforming.
Yeah.
But on certain levels, what happens is player 1 can basically back out of that character, and by clicking on the gamepad, come back into the game as Murphy, who is kind of a weird floating fairy frog hybrid thing.
I think that does not sound attractive up here.
He's not a particularly good-looking fellow, but he's useful as fuck.
I think I've seen screenshots of him.
Wouldn't surprise me. And he operates rather differently. He is controlled exclusively through the utilization of the touchscreen on the gamepad. Usually, I'd suggest using the stylus, although if you want to use your fingers, that works just fine too. And what he does is he can basically manipulate the environment. So there are certain obstacles, for instance, that he can use. Blocks he can shift, things he can rotate. He can kind of distract or render kind of. He can basically. You tap on enemies on the gamepad, and they usually end up acting as if they're being tickled, so they kind of instead of trying to kill you.
The Wii at its best.
Yeah. So that he can actually double the value of lums if he clicks on them. So
really?
He is.
That's extremely useful.
It is. He can revive players. If there's 3 people, one dies, he can actually just pop the bubble immediately and spawn them back in instead of the other player having to, slap them.
Yeah, go and punch them.
So he is incredibly useful to have around. He operates. He moves instantaneously between points whenever you touch the screen, so he can't die. So for instance, if you're playing this with perhaps a small child or a parent or somebody who isn't a gamer, having them play as Murphy gives them a chance to contribute meaningfully to the game without possibly infuriating your co-op partner.
Yeah.
Because let's be honest, there's nothing really quite like the feeling of trying to introduce somebody who doesn't play games
to something co-op where someone can ruin the other person's day.
I'm having
Lyndon.
I'm having evil. Oh yeah, that's totally me. But I'm having evil flashbacks of the Super Mario one where you can have 4 people just screwing with each other on screen. It's like, we need collectibles, and then the people that are non-gamers are like, ooh, let's go die.
Yeah, what's down this hole? Oh,
Death. Yeah. There's death down every hole.
Death. Well, actually, damn, that's a really good segue, because the other game I've been playing is Super Mario 3D Land. The only problem is I want to talk about Rayman more, so I'm kind of torn here.
Now let's go. Let's move on for now.
Okay, fine.
Because I want to hear about cats.
Cats. Anyway, just to wrap that up, Rayman is a fantastic game. If you have a Wii U, it is fantastic single player. If you have the chance to play it with multiple people, it is even better. It is legitimately one of the best platforming co-op games I've ever played.
That's
best on the Wii U, available and still pretty good on every other system known to man, effectively, except possibly modern, like the Xbox One and PS4. Yeah,
whatever.
But if you've got a PC, if you've got a PS3, if you've got an Xbox 360, it's all on those. And I do recommend you buy it. It's reached the point where you can probably find it on sale somewhere or buy it used. Although I would suggest you buy it new in order to, support the developers of a multinational, multi-millionaire, multi-million-dollar corporation like Ubisoft. But that being said, it is worth it. It is a goddamn good game. But speaking of multinational, multi-million-dollar
Nintendo.
corporations, Nintendo, Super Mario 3D Land. I didn't spend quite as much time with this one because, among other things, there's other games we were playing, and it was
a busy week.
It was a busy week. God damn, I wish I was still there, actually.
I don't blame you.
Super
Not for
Mario...
a second.
Yeah. It is a... quote... I'm not sure if it's technically meant to fall within the Super Mario Land...
Canon.
I don't fucking...
Is it like one of the 8 worlds, like...
Yeah, there are multiple worlds there. It harkens back more to the NES generation, Super Mario 2 or 3, I can't remember, which is the one that had Toad
2.
and Peach. Yeah, that was 2. Yeah,
Attention grabbed.
Yeah. Well, it is basically meant to kind of be a modern reinterpretation of that game. So you've got the classic roster of characters. You got Mario, Luigi, Toad,
Princess
Peach,
Yeah.
and let's just say that's it for now.
Yes.
Sure.
Bowser?
No, you're going after Bowser. Wait, no, you're not going after... Yeah, you are going after Bowser.
All right.
Yes.
Anyway.
They all do different things. You know, Mario's your basic jack of all trades. Luigi jumps higher. Toad is... in the original one, Toad could pick things up faster because you were picking things up and
right.
throwing them.
Yeah.
That being said, they changed that in this, so he just moves faster in general. So
That's fine.
He runs faster.
Yeah.
Everything.
And
He is a speedy little mushroom. Yes.
Speedy mushroom.
Speedy mushroom. And Peach can float.
Yeah.
Much useful in the later levels. Not entirely useful in the early levels, but still kind of OP.
I could imagine that.
Yeah. And there are... It is... Just judging by the way it's designed, it does seem to be meant to be played co-op just by the literal width of the levels. They are big enough that it feels almost kind of... empty is not the right word, but kind of...
Spacious.
Spacious, yes, for a single player. It's fun. I mean, it is a good Mario game. It is a solid Mario game. You have, multiple crazy power-ups, some of which are well-known, some of which are less well-known. Certainly, there's 3, I guess, worth mentioning off the top. One is kind of like a mega mushroom. So, as the classic mushroom makes you from kind of childlike to adult size, this one makes you goddamn huge. This makes you Godzilla-sized.
Beautiful.
So what that allows you to do is literally just run through everything in the level.
So similar to the new Super Mario Brothers, where you can do essentially the same thing.
Sure.
The side-scrolling one that we were talking about. You can do that.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a new feature.
Okay. Well, yeah, it makes you big. You can run through blocks. You can stomp on enemies.
But this time, it's in 3D.
This time it's in 3D. The other one is... Actually, the other one is also kind of a nod to why I think it's probably meant to be played co-op, because what it does is create multiples of you. If there is one of you and you pick up this item, there are 2 of you. If you pick up that item, there are 3 of you. If you pick up that item again, there are 4 of you. They all operate simultaneously, so you all move left, you all move right, you all jump at the same time.
Yeah. Okay.
But there are...
the swapper.
Similar, and much in the same way, there are puzzles that are that require you to have, one guy on this switch, one guy on this switch, one guy on this switch in order to activate this door, so the other person can go through it.
Oh man.
Yeah. It is not a particularly huge mechanic in the game. It is not, the focus like the swapper is.
Right.
But it is still fun, and it is still kind of crazy just to see 3 Marios running around the level. It's fun, but. Again, I kind of figure that's why it's also kind of suggested to be played co-op, because
it's designed for it.
Basically what it does is allow them to not have to modify the level between single and multiple people. So you can, if you need 3 people and you're only you can get this item and still do all the puzzles. Anyway, the gamepad support's kind of funky. You can blow on it in order to reveal secrets.
Cheesy.
And unsanitary, I kind of think, but still fun. Still kind of neat.
Hatcha!
And of course, the last one, of course, is the cat suit.
Woo, cat.
Everybody loves the cat suit.
Everybody loves cat suit.
The cat suit is kind of like the Tanuki suit, of a similar nature. What it does is allow you to climb walls,
I was going to say, the Tanuki suit didn't allow you to climb walls. It turned you into a statue.
What?
Yeah. No, you're thinking of just the leaf where you flew around.
Yeah, that's the Tanuki suit.
That's not the Tanuki suit.
That's the Tanuki
That's
suit.
not the
Which one's the
Tanuki suit.
Tanuki suit?
The Tanuki suit is the raccoon.
Oh, the raccoon.
Yeah.
I'm thinking the other one where you turn into a statue.
one turns into a statue?
Tanuki.
I don't know what he's talking about.
Seriously? You don't know? Super Mario 3? Turn into a statue? You don't remember?
I remember turning
What the
into a
fuck?
frog, but not a statue.
Yeah.
Or the Goomba boot? You don't... I'm not crazy here.
Well,
Well.
I wouldn't go that far.
Yeah.
I'm somewhat crazy. Here, Tanuki suit. There. See? Turn into a statue. You can turn into a statue.
Yeah, I've never seen that.
Yeah, it's there. It is a modification of the Super Leaf.
Just so we're clear, you are crazy.
Yeah, that's the Tanuki suit, man.
Yeah, you turn into a fucking statue if you hold down. How did you get through Mario 3 without knowing that?
Okay, yes, it turns you into a statue if you hold down. You're not a statue by default, though. You're a goddamn raccoon. Yeah, it's what it... That is not what people remember the Tanuki suit for. The Tanuki suit lets you fucking float.
But you don't need that. You can just use the Super Leaf. Oh god, whatever.
This is going nowhere. Useful.
The fucking cat suit. It lets you climb up things, like trees and walls and the flagpole at the end.
Can you bat
Wait,
things off
really?
the shelf?
Yeah,
That's awesome.
kind of, actually. It's fun to just drop straight off the platform and just climb straight up the flagpole.
That's sweet.
Points for me.
So, can you get the one up that way? Is there a one up?
There, you don't get the one... It's simply, I think, like 10,000 points or whatever for the top of the flagpole. It's not a one-up.
Okay. Either way, that's
Actually,
pretty awesome.
Yeah, it is. And speaking of one-ups, it's weird how that game still has lives. Especially when playing it back-to-back with Rayman, which is not a game that has any penalty for death other than having to restart.
Yeah.
I don't understand why that mechanic is still in place.
Here's a question. Is there a time limit?
Yes.
Okay. You see...
In Mario, not Rayman, yes.
Yeah. That brings me to what I've been told about the game, particularly from Yahtzee, that it's not taking advantage of the 3D as, say, Super Mario 64, where that was a 3D world.
That was basically bloody open world.
Yeah, well, and that's my point. Whereas this is a 2D world that's been made 3D to a point.
It is a 3D platformer, not a 3D open world. So it is... The levels themselves are definitely linear and constrained. They're secrets abound in that game. There is multiple crazy levels of things you need to collect if you want to 100% that game. But it is definitely in the traditional Mario vein of level to level to level to world to world to world to boss to boss.
Which isn't necessarily a bad thing.
No, this is perfectly
classic.
Yeah, this is
Mario.
Exactly.
There's absolutely zero. I find nothing wrong with that particular design choice or game mechanic.
I'm also thinking like the level design too. It could be different. I don't know. From what I've been told,
it could be a shmup. It could be many things.
Yeah.
It's a Mario game.
Yeah. I don't know. This is all from what I've been told.
There's shmups levels in Rayman Origins. It's kind of fucking crazy.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
Oh man, the level design in Rayman is goddamn insane. Goddamn, that game's good.
See, I'm gonna embarrass myself a little bit here. I've never played a Rayman game.
Ever?
Never.
Honestly, it's not that surprising. Rayman is...
Well, I guess it was uncommon for a while.
It's still uncommon. Rayman Origins, or Rayman Legends, for as fucking mind-blowing as those games are not hugely popular or successful.
Okay, so
Are they on Steam?
Yes.
Yeah.
They both are.
both of the new
yes, they
ones.
both are.
Both
Yeah.
the new ones. So you haven't played any of them.
No, none.
When was the first...
Origins.
Origins?
Yep.
Really? I'm the only one here that's been playing Rayman since, not the first one, but the first generation.
I was not a big platformer when I had my original console. Well, back when I was a predominantly console player.
Okay.
If I was on a console, I was playing RPGs or RPGs, racers,
Yeah.
and the occasional console exclusive shooter.
Yeah. Well, I guess that's the thing. I played everything.
Yeah.
Like,
and third person, stealth games like Splinter Cell or whatever.
or
Yeah.
Hitman 2.
I played that on the PC, but goddamn, that Blood Money is such a good game.
But I mean, that's the thing. I played everything. And yeah, Rayman, the original Rayman is very similar to Origins and
In that case, it's also very
one.
similar to Legends.
yeah, but the only difference being, of course, that the beauty wasn't there. Well, it was.
It was a good looking game for the time.
It was. Like, Rayman 2 is a very good looking game, but I mean, Origins and Legends as a result are just fantastic looking.
Now you've got me thinking, because I've got my 3D vision set up at home.
I don't know.
have no idea. I don't think
it
that
does.
game is 3D enabled.
A lot of games aren't 3D enabled, but like still do something.
I would be very curious to see how that looks in 3D.
Because it would look fucking incredible.
It would. That's actually a good system for it too, because it's a 2D plane, of course.
Yeah.
But
There's stuff moving in front.
the foreground, background.
And actually, I've been looking for a good excuse to use it. I've had it for years, but most of the games I play are competitive, and that's not a game where you just...
No, of course not.
I played it, the last game, actually probably one of the only games I've really, really loved using it for was Dragon Age...
Origins?
Yes.
Or,
I believe it was Origins, but yeah, like just...
Well, were you in a city or were you in a field?
Both. Like, when I think one of the best moments was on top of a bridge, and you could see, like, just the bridge right here, and you could just... depth.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh.
That was probably Origins then, because Dragon Age 2 was all within that bloody city.
Yeah.
Anyway. I would highly recommend that you try it out. If you're a bit leery, wait for it to go on sale, because fuck it, it's Steam. Everybody waits for things to go on sale.
Yeah,
But it will go on sale
it's so
Sunday.
good. Like it's just a beautiful game.
Oh man, actually,
stunning.
fuck it. I'll harp about this game all goddamn day. The art direction is fantastic in that game, but especially in its variety, because each world has its own theme, but each level within that world is distinct, and each world between worlds is completely different. I mean, you've got like a medieval castle, you've got a weird gourmet running through watermelons, jumping off hot dogs. You've got, oh shit, the music levels. God damn those music levels. Oh, goddamn! Play the game purely for the music levels. What originally put me onto Legends was the Eye of the Tiger trailer.
Oh, really?
If you haven't watched that trailer,
that.
we'll watch it after we're done this. But for those of you at home, pause this because it's that good. Go onto YouTube and find Rayman Legends Eye of the Tiger.
I'll put it in the link
It's like
down.
3 minutes long.
I'll put it in the link down.
And it is Eye of the Tiger. No lyrics, in slightly shorter in length, but it was basically, it turns the platforming into rhythm games.
Oh, sweet.
So basically, for instance, if you have like a 5-second guitar solo kind of thingy, that's you zipping down a line, picking up lums on each note, on each beat.
Okay, I have to say this. I feel like I want to get like just drunk playing this game just because of how much awesome
It's so much fun drunk.
like of how much awesome shit. Like I feel like I would appreciate it sober, but if I was drunk, I would just like end up on the floor, pause it, laugh, literally roll on the floor, laugh, get back up, play some more.
No. Play it drunk, play it sober. It's fantastic either way. Like legitimately, we played that game so drunk.
Here's another question: could I get drunk playing the game?
Yes, although depending on your skill level and the rule set you choose to enforce, it could get pretty goddamn dangerous pretty goddamn fast. Because if you drink every time you die,
oh jeez,
you would probably not make it past one world.
It's okay. I've had that experience. I did that once with Super Meat Boy, and I'll never do it again.
Why not? That was
Super
the worst
Meat Boy.
game.
why the fuck would you do that with Super Meat Boy of all games? You'd be hammered by the end of 1-4. Like, Jesus.
I drink a lot for one. That's terrible.
Yeah.
I really like Guinness. I don't know. What do you want from me?
Yeah, but
just to try. Why the hell not?
It's Super Meat Boy. Okay, first of all, when you're going through that game, you're gonna die a lot sober. Unless you're one of those pro runners from Awesome Games Done Quick, you are gonna die all the time.
Yep.
Second, the more you drink, you're gonna die more.
Yep, I sure did.
And by the time you get to, say, 1-8, which is not really a hard level, you're gonna be dying like every 30 seconds.
I ran out of beer before I ran out of game. Long before.
You would run out of
liver. Jeez.
You would empty a keg before you finish that game.
I was done before World 1 and not even into the dark levels. Like,
No, that's all. No, that's actually probably worse than drinking Spelunky.
Yeah, actually.
Yeah, that would be much. Well, Super Meat Boy, I died so many times. Well, not this particular occasion, but I died so many times, and just half the times were on purpose, just to watch all the hilarious deaths at the end.
That is true. That is true. That's one of the things that I absolutely loved about that game.
You could just see all the insta fails.
Yeah, the one jump.
Yeah.
Or running off the ledge because you didn't hit A in time.
Yep.
Good memories of that game, eh?
Yeah.
Good soundtrack, too.
Oh, great soundtrack.
Speaking of which, Rayman, great soundtrack. Both of them.
You're absolutely correct.
Seriously, everything about that game is fucking awesome.
It is. And I mean, it's really an amazing revival of the platforming genre. What do you think about it? I mean, for a while, it went away.
I mean, I would consider Super Meat Boy to be the revival of that genre. That was...
Okay, yeah. Well, I mean, that's tightest controls possible, but I mean...
tightest controls, arguably top 3 tightest controls ever?
Yeah.
I mean, Super Meat Boy is the what every other game could only dream of aspiring to in terms of
Control,
the sheer, 1-to-1 Vulcan mind meld between you and controller.
Yeah, no, you're absolutely right. But I mean, considering an open world, or not open world game, but a game following a story, comparing to Super Mario Brothers, say the new Super Mario Brothers, it's got the 3D world, blah, 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 and it looks great, it plays great, whatever. But there's something about that game that's just, that hand-drawn style, and, it just oozes style.
Oh my, Rayman?
Yeah.
Fuck yeah!
Yeah.
Goddamn, that game looks good. Goddamn, that game is good.
It's great in every
Seriously,
way.
play that game. I will... God, what I want to do, I need to buy... What's really stupid is I own a Wii U, but I don't own Rayman. My owns Rayman, but she doesn't own a Wii U.
That's
so
funny.
Immediately after, the day I left, it's, goddamn, I want to play Rayman. Goddamn, I want to play Rayman. But goddamn, neither of us can play Rayman.
Yep.
Oh,
I understand.
I need to go buy that game.
Yes, you do.
I really do. I don't know how far we got in the game. I had to guess we probably 70% of that game off this, from 0.
Damn.
Well, maybe. Probably at least 60. And, God damn, that game's good. I will play that game again. I will. God, that game's good.
I hope you're not overselling it.
No, I will. Seriously, I will buy that game. We will all get together.
Yeah.
We will get drunk. We will play that game.
Yeah. We should live stream it. Can we live stream it?
Nintendo, Ubisoft. So
Maybe.
We can check existing Twitch streams, and I'm sure somebody's done it.
We'll find out. We'll find out for you.
It's definitely best to do it through the Wii U, which is not a stream setup we've tested yet. But
We can totally do it. Easy.
I know.
Yeah, you just wouldn't have the...
Oh yeah, we wouldn't have. Well, that's actually not a problem considering Murphy does appear on the screen and you can still see everything he's doing. So
Okay, so then
it'll work.
No big deal.
It would lose very little in translation.
Good. And then there's the Lums dance.
And then there's Lums.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, God.
Anyway.
Seriously, play it for the music levels only. Because what they do... No, we have to stop, but still.
We have to stop.
Also, I've been playing PlanetSide 2. We'll talk about it more later.
Next podcast.
Hopefully,
Pew, pew,
yeah. Because that is certainly something to be mentioned because fuck ton of... Well, I don't know, we've had probably... Of the people we can get on this podcast, we've got 3 guys who have been playing it fairly regularly. Out of 5 or 6. So yeah, that's definitely something we can go into a greater level of detail about. And with that, thank you for joining us. You can of course find all of us on the internets.
My Twitch channel, FlamefireXXX, or on Twitter, which I don't use.
Well, you do. You just do it to promote whenever you're alive.
Whenever I'm streaming on Twitch, it will be on Twitter. You can just go straight to Twitch.
Either way.
You should tell them where they can find you on Twitter, though.
You just did.
Twitter, FlamefireXXX.
Yeah, you
Same
said
thing.
Twitch.
Yeah.
Okay, same thing.
Same thing everywhere.
Twitch hitter?
Twitch hitter.
Does that work?
Twitch. No, that...
Sounds like Switch hitter.
It...
What?
Whatever. Fuck it. I'm ADP Thompson. ADP_Thompson on Twitter. Blah, 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 blah. And I stream under ADP_gaming on Twitch.
I'm AOR on Twitter. And I'm there. I don't use it very often, but if you message me, I'll message back, because if nothing else, I certainly check Twitter semi-regularly.
I've got everything on adpgaming.com.
And we have everything on adpgaming.com.
.com.
I'm stopping this.
Bye,
See you
people.
guys. Bye.
Bye.